My name's Chris. I'll be your pilot today. I'll be taking you down towards the London Bridge, coming past the 12 Apostles. It's a pretty common misconception that there was ever 12. There was in fact only ever 8.
Wow. I can just sit here and do absolutely nothing. And I think that's one of the reasons why you built this place.
Welcome to the Q Train.
Sai, that's beautiful. I love this.
So this chook farm is called Bellarine Worm, and we use their eggs on board.
I love that. I love that.
Is this you?
You only live once.
I get younger actually.
Oh, that was so good. The best.
Hello, how you going?
Hi, chef.
Lean in.
I love that.
Journey with me, Anis Nabila, as I explore the heavenly and incredible sights and sounds of Melbourne, Victoria. It's every bit different. A journey through Melbourne, Victoria with Anis Nabila. Good holiday should include some novelty experiences, and the beautifully restored vintage Q Train serves up a whole lot of novelty by combining the romance of rail travel and flavors of modern Australian cuisine, set against a beautiful nostalgic backdrop.
Hello.
Hi, MC. Lovely meeting you.
It's so nice to meet you. Welcome to the Q Train.
Thank you for having me.
What we normally do is welcome everybody on board with a local drink.
Really good. It's absolutely beautiful. I love the color.
This is our big secret. I'm letting you in on a secret.
Oh, fantastic.
We tell people that it's because it matches the sky and the sea,
Ah, of course.
but the truth is,
Uh-huh.
we thought it was grey. We got the wrong colour. This is actually the kitchen carriage. This is where everything is cooked on board.
Okay.
So you
This
can
is
see
what-
this is our
yeah.
apprentice.
This is where I should be.
So yes, you would be surprised how small it is. It is a very small kitchen where we pump out, well, there's 113 people on board today.
Okay.
So we've got 5 courses,
Uh-huh.
113 people. As you can imagine, it's a lot. But it all comes out of that kitchen. And then I'm going to take us to the first class carriage.
Oh, fantastic.
If I could do accents, I'd tell you to mind the gap in my best British accent,
Okay.
but I'm not going to.
Please mind the gap. Oh. So you only operate on Fridays to Sundays now?
At the moment, yes, but we've just gotten approval to start operating Mondays and Thursdays. So fingers crossed, we'll be doing that as soon as possible.
Oh, that's perfect.
And this is you, you're in here.
Oh, wow. This is just lovely. Look at the view outside. That's beautiful. I love this.
Aboard the Q Train, where tracks weave tales of culinary adventures, and each compartment cradles echoes of delightful degustations.
So tell me, how did the idea come about?
This is the funny story. The carriages, we found out the carriages were for sale, the Queensland Rail carriages.
Yeah.
I found out they were for sale, and my stepfather went to Queensland and he
Okay.
said, I'm going to have a look at them. I'm just going to have a look at them, okay? And then my mum and him, they had bought a big caravan. They were going to do a retirement trip around Australia.
Oh.
And then he called up my mum and he said, I've just bought 22 carriages. It's going to be a really good restaurant. And she said, right, well, I might sell my caravan then because I don't think I'm going to get to it. And she hasn't. And then it just sort of snowballed from there. We were just really passionate about the idea of providing a completely unique experience.
Yes.
But I will say, we figured out early on that the rail part of the experience was only going to be exciting for the first time.
Okay.
What could we do that would get customers proud of us and back again?
Yeah.
And that's when we decided to do local produce.
Yeah.
And made a taste of the Bellarine. So these menus are on every table.
Okay.
On the back of them, we've got a map of the region.
Oh, I did not realize. Look
So
at that.
everything is sourced from that area.
So you can see. Oh, wow, that's so cool.
We encourage people to, after they've eaten on the Q Train, we encourage them to go
go,
and visit the
yes.
wineries or the
Yes.
producers or the farms
Yes.
and buy from them.
It's such a great idea because instead of having to, go everywhere to
Yeah.
try these things, I just hop on this train and have an amazing dining experience with fantastic view.
It doesn't take long for the food service to begin on the Q Train. It's hard to focus when you're being served a beautiful meal while there's the ever-changing landscape outside the window.
All
Alrighty, I have got your next course. So we've got a panko crumbed prawn.
Oh.
We use Jenkins and Sons, a little local company out in Port Arlington to source all our seafood. These prawns will come all the way from Queensland because they're a bit juicier and bigger in Queensland. Then we've got a nice fresh salsa down the bottom, capsicum, tomato, onion salsa, with a little chipotle hollandaise on top. So enjoy. And the egg sauce from the hollandaise, we'll pass the egg farm along the way.
We'll pass the chooks.
Yeah, we'll pass them along the way.
Oh,
So enjoy.
fantastic.
Thank you. And this is the chook farm. So this chook farm is called Bellarine Worms. It's a worm and chook farm. And we use their eggs on board. So this hollandaise that's served here is made with the chooks that live in there that are, you can see them eating. So when we say close and free range,
Yeah.
we literally mean close and free range.
I love that. I love that.
So I've got
so cute.
each iced tea
Thank you.
and a beautiful Riesling,
Oh, that
which we
is-
just crossed.
Oh, we did just thanks, Chris. So this is as also made with rosella
Yeah.
and peach.
A type of hibiscus.
Yes.
The Q Train doesn't only source ingredients locally by supporting regional farmers, it also takes pride in its commitment to sustainability.
And one of the things I really love about the food culture in Australia is the whole farm to table movement, and you source your ingredients nearby. To cut down on carbon footprint and all of that. I mean, it's one of the things that I absolutely admire about Australia. And you are obviously practicing that. And not only are you doing that, it's not just for the environment, it's also for, to help the local communities.
100%.
Tell me a little bit more on the sustainability efforts that Q Train is practicing.
The fact of the matter is, the train is recycled. That's a huge effort because a lot of otherwise this would just be metal sitting in a paddock. And so the fact that we've recycled and repurposed something that so many hours and effort has gone into making, I mean, that works for us. Another sustainability measure is the steam engine that you see hauling us today. And that steam engine is actually from South Africa. It was built in the UK for South Africa Rail in the 40s or early 50s. And then it went from South Africa to New Zealand. And in New Zealand, they altered it. It used to be coal firing, but now it's actually powered by waste oil.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
I love that.
So we can get the oil for this from fish and chip shops,
Yes.
from mechanics,
Yes.
and then put it in there and that powers, that's just so much better for the environment, the coal.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
I don't want to make it seem like we're perfect. You know, we operate on diesel in terms of our electricity is powered by diesel. But as I was talking to you earlier, we make a lot of choices to make sure we're not running when we don't need to be running.
Yes.
And we're changing the insulation, we're changing the paint colours to make sure that we're conserving as much energy as possible internally.
Yeah.
We put a lot of effort into sustainability and accessibility are really probably
The
our
key,
goals for the moment. Every time we've got a new decision to be made, we look at it through that lens. How can we be more sustainable and how can we be more accessible?
Oh, that's amazing.
The flavors from the Q Train still linger on my palate. But it's not just the food that has left a lasting impression. It's the stories and dreams that help create the train and the breathtaking views that unfolded outside my window.
Thanks so much again, MC, for having me. I had such a wonderful time, and I'm looking forward to coming back for the night trip.
The best views you can find.
And the other seasons.
Thank you so much for joining us. We're so excited to show you the product. And to have someone of your calibre here was just wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, and thank you for feeding me.
Yeah, we're good
so
at that.
Full.
I'm now headed to Pebble Point, a retreat built on former farmland that's been regenerated to natural coastal woodland. Perched high above the turquoise water below, Pebble Point offers a spellbinding panoramic view of the Southern Ocean stretching out to the horizon.
Hello there.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Georgia. Lovely meeting you. Thanks
too.
so much for having me. It looks so beautiful. So tell me a little bit about Pebble Point.
Yeah, Pebble Point's been around for quite a long time. It's actually my partner's family. He grew up here and his mother grew up here. Actually, this beautiful big tree here is where they had the original guest house and they had lots of guests come and stay on their way along the Great Ocean Road. So that house built down about 100 years ago,
Okay.
and in place, we thought let's go for a new option that has less of an impact and footprint on the environment, and so that's why we've built the tents.
Yeah, amazing.
Pebble Point is an exclusive bush retreat nestled behind the cliff tops and rock formations of the world-famous 12 Apostles. Visitors can spend a weekend of nature and unwinding at one of its 6 spacious and luxurious tents on site.
So we're at one of the tents now. This is number tent 5.
Oh, look at the view. That's beautiful. Wow. I can just sit here and do absolutely nothing. And I think that's one of the reasons why you built this place, right?
Definitely. For us, we just wanted people that had such a busy life to be able to come and just decompress and just sit and, as you can hear, the beautiful bird life and just relax. Just immerse yourself in nature. It's really lovely. And it is wild and rugged at times, the environment.
Yeah.
But I think that's part of the attraction.
Being in nature, yeah, absolutely. And I heard that the water that you use here is from rainwater you collect?
We've got 2 options for water here. We have a natural spring.
Okay.
So we pump all the water up through the natural spring
Okay.
to use for all our drinking water, and we also recycle all our water on the site as well. So we try to make ourselves as environmentally friendly as possible, so we know that if we need to, we can pick up these tents and there'll be nothing left on the property that wasn't here before we began. So it's kind of that really low footprint that we're trying to create here.
Oh, I love that.
It's good to know that rainwater collected at Pebble Point is utilized in various eco-friendly ways, ensuring that every drop is put to good use, all in the name of reducing its carbon footprint and preserving the natural beauty for generations to come. As I explore Pebble Point, I realize there are many areas for guests to hang out in, rain or shine.
So in the evening, the guests love to hang around together and get a really big campfire going.
Yeah, that's where you do all the marshmallows and the s'mores.
But if it does get really cold and windy, then it's always this place that people can hang out and read a lovely book and get the inside wood fire going, and it can get quite cosy in the evening.
Yeah,
which
it
is really
does.
nice.
It looks so cozy.
And then here we just have a really, really simple camp kitchen. Just gives the opportunity, if you've been out and about during the day, to grab all that lovely local produce and bring it back here. And you might like to set up a lovely platter or make a barbecue. So we've got a barbecue in this scene over there. We've also got induction cooktop, which just makes it easier.
I simply adore the camp kitchen, where visitors who have been out and have some local fresh produce can cook or make a simple barbecue.
Pots and pans and everything that you might need to cook up a bit of a storm in here.
Yeah, lovely.
As I say goodbye to Pebble Point, I feel a tug at my heartstrings. It's a beautiful sanctuary to enjoy nature and a moment of respite from the hectic lives that so many of us lead. I know this isn't a goodbye, but a see you soon.
Thank you so much again, Georgia, for showing me around. It's been absolutely lovely, and I'm looking forward to coming back and actually staying and cooking. Cooking for you.
I would love it. It's been a pleasure showing you around Pebble Point.
I'll see you again soon.
Will do.
Thank you so much. Let's just walk. I'm just gonna absorb the beautiful weather and scenery.
From Pebble Point, I journey along the Great Ocean Road, one of the most spectacular driving routes in the world. I'm treated to a new perspective on Victoria's beautiful nature. As every bend in the road shows me a new scenery, I take a moment to let the view of the vast ocean sink in. But I know if I want to truly capture the beauty of southwest coast of Victoria, I have to elevate myself to new heights. I head over to 12 Apostles helicopters and jump on a helicopter
Go, guys.
Thank you.
to get a magnificent view of the fantastic rock formations that make up the 12 Apostles, Lockhart Gorge, London Bridge, and as far as the Bay of Islands.
Alright, so I was just saying, my name's Chris, I'll be your pilot today. I'll be taking you down towards the London Bridge. So, if everyone's ready, we'll get going.
Fantastic, thank you,
Perfect. Alright, no worries at all. These were thought to be part of the 12 Apostles, but they're actually not included in the 12 Apostles. And we're coming past the 12 Apostles right now. It's a pretty common misconception that there was ever 12. There was in fact only ever 8. One of them fell back in 2005, so there's only 7 Apostles remaining. These are the 7 just here, guys. So they don't actually have individual names, they're just numbered. These are 1 and 2 just here on the right. Now, everything past these 2 features is not part of the Apostles anymore, and they all have their own names.
Okay.
So these 2 are the first 2 in the line of the Apostles, and they're also the largest.
Yes.
Now, when we get past these features, we're going to see the Twin Sisters, the Salt and Pepper Shaker, and a Razorback Ridge with the spiky top. So we do have Lockhart Gorge over on the right here, guys.
This one.
Lockhart Gorge and Muttonbird Island. Now, Muttonbird Island gets its name because of all the mutton birds that migrate to the island from Alaska each year. That's quite a long way to come.
Wow.
Now, this feature here, this is called the Baker's Oven. Now, it gets the name because of the hole in the center. It kind of looks like a wood-fired oven or a giant slice of cheesecake.
It does.
So this is called Sentinel Rock. It is the largest rock in the national park. It stands at a staggering 60 meters tall. It's about the equivalent size of a 20-story building, believe it or not.
Oh, beautiful.
Now this bit coming up along the coast here, guys, this is called the Lace Curtain. You can see it's quite a smooth section of cliff face along here. And up ahead is called the Arch. Now the Arch is a deceptively large feature. Just to give you a rough idea of how big it is, we'd actually be able to fly this helicopter straight through that archway, believe it or not.
Wow. Have you done that?
No, I haven't actually. Now we're coming up to the London Bridge. Now it's in the shape of an upside down love heart. It does have an archway through the center. It used to have a second archway connecting it to the mainland. That's it right there, guys. Can you see the arch that goes all the way through the center?
Yes.
You can imagine what it would have looked like when it had a second archway that used to connect it to the mainland. You actually used to be able to walk out onto that platform.
Oh, wow. That's the London Bridge. Now we'll turn around here, guys, and we'll head back down the coastline. We'll turn past Peterborough. All right. Now guys, if you look just past Sentinel, you'll be able to see Horseshoe Cove. Now when we go past Horseshoe Cove, you'll actually see that there's a beach and a cave up the back. Now that's actually home to a colony of fairy penguins. past the Horseshoe Cove?
No, in the Horseshoe Cove. That's actually home to a colony of penguins. See that? And then we have Lockhart Gorge Beach on the left as well.
As my helicopter tour of the 12 Apostles come to an end, I take a moment to reflect on the amazing sights that I've just witnessed. It's truly a gift to be able to see one of Australia's most incredible sights. In the spirit of looking for anything incredible, I'm off to the Gibson Steps. Here, the journey isn't about admiring the view from above, but to take the steps to get closer to nature. I don't usually get this much quality time with nature, so I'm grabbing this opportunity to feel the full force of the Southern Ocean. With each step, the world around me begins to fade away, and the soothing rhythm of the waves and sea breeze washes over me. Amidst the ancient rocks and the golden sands, peace and tranquility fills my heart. This strong connection to nature will continue to linger even after I've climbed back up the stairs. The Great Ocean Road is not just a road, it's a journey that invites you to connect with the raw beauty of nature. The symphony of the sights and sounds of the sea accompanies you to take a moment to pause, breathe, and soak in the splendorous beauty of the Southern Ocean of Victoria.
Melbourne is really a multicultural city. Ciao, Lucia! Welcome to our apiary in the city. Each box would have about 15,000 bees in it. Once we open the hive up, we think Tai Chi. Everything you do is nice and slow.
Wow, look at that. You can't get it fresher than this. That is so good. Lovely. Smell them. I would come back over and over again.